5280 Sports Network, your morning minute on an overreaction Monday. That is Shawn Drotar. My name is Nate Lundy. Thank you for being here. And let's start here. Demaryius Thomas, an MRI on his hip. The Broncos, according to reports, are sending it out for a second opinion. But Shawn, if you want a second opinion, that usually isn't a good thing.
No, I mean, you're obviously trying to check, and it's good to be diligent. It's generally good to get a second opinion from anything, but there's obviously some concern there. The Broncos want to make sure that they understand what's going on with Demaryius Thomas's hip. They want to make sure that it's nothing that's going to linger or nothing that's going to risk becoming a larger injury. The question for the Broncos is if it ends up being something of a minor thing, Nate, then how long should Demaryius Thomas sit, or can they afford to wait that long with Trevor Siemian needing as many offensive weapons as he can have?
Well, I think he needs as many weapons as he can get, Shawn, but the truth is you've got the Indianapolis Colts coming in this weekend. You saw what Matthew Stafford and Detroit just did to that defense. And while I do not believe that Trevor Siemian is Matthew Stafford, I do believe that this Broncos team can take care of the Colts with or without DT. So to me, even if it's remotely marginal, to me, Demaryius Thomas needs to sit down for a week. I would much rather have him get the extra days of rest and know that he is good to go going forward into the season than being worried about where he sits right now with his health. I don't think he is a vital need against the Colts. Could be proven wrong, but I still think it's something you could be a little bit more protective of. Let's talk about the rest of the AFC West. A big-time comeback, largest comeback in 56 years for the Chiefs against San Diego. Were you surprised?
Well, of course. I think anytime you run into something that happens only 56 years, you're always surprised. But an impressive performance by the Chiefs. They did not play well early, but they're resilient, they're smart, they don't get rattled. This is something you've really seen under Alex Smith and Coach Andy Reid for the last couple seasons with the Chiefs. So I'm not surprised that they're that kind of team. They don't go away, they don't give up. And I think that's going to be challenges for the Broncos coming down the road. The Raiders had their comeback of their own. The AFC West is going to be a very different animal. It's the only division that had 3 winners on week 1. The only reason they didn't have 4 is because the Chiefs and Chargers played one another.
Yeah, otherwise you wind up with an AFC West that would have all been 1-0 to start off the year. And of course the other big topic of conversation on Overreaction Monday, the size of Jack Del Rio's huevos. Clearly deciding to go for 2, had made that decision going into everything, winds up winning the game because of it against the Saints. That's a big win for Oakland, a team that is kind of the sexy, under-the-radar pick, if you will, amongst a lot of experts. And so to see them pull off that win, I think, was a very big deal. We'll get back into practice now for the Broncos this season, or this week rather, getting ready for the season's week 2 against the Colts, as we just mentioned, another home game on Sunday. They've had a long layover. We'll see about DT's health. We'll talk about that as we go throughout the week, as well as the rest of the development of this team as they prepare to take on the Colts. Remember, all the videos posted up here at milehighsports.com, as well as 5280sportsnetwork.com. For Shawn Drotar, I'm Nate Lundy. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.